tell you that we're going to be looking at ICO's endowment plan. That's ICO's education endowment plan. Now, time without number on this program, we've talked about insurance as a vital asset that guarantees protection in the event of unforeseen circumstances. Insurance isn't just a want, it's a necessity, right? It provides financial security, peace of mind, and a way to achieve your goals even when you are not around. And that's why we keep preaching on this program from time to time. Now, here is a scenario that I would like us to just reflect on this evening. Now, I bring you the story of Oluwasegun, a 38-year-old civil engineer who is really, really worried about his family's future. With 3 children to educate, talking about Adeshola, Toby, and Urola, he's concerned about what the future holds. There's no gainsaying that the cost of education in Nigeria today is skyrocketing, and Oluwasegun is worried about providing for his family's needs in case of something going wrong. Right. Now, Oluwasegun's fears, they are very, very real. What if he's no longer around to provide for his family? How will they afford school fees, let alone maintain their standard of living? Well, it's something that one needs to think about. A voice from deep within nudges him to go seek counsel from an insurance practitioner just to see if his fears are real or just an illusion, and also to get solution to these worries. Oluwasegun then goes in search of an insurance practitioner to seek for a professional advice. Let me bring in that professional right here in the studios. I'm bringing in Joshua Gbadebo, a life underwriting officer with ICO Insurance PLC, and he's going to help us manage this scenario. Joshua, good evening and welcome back again to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening.
All right, so you heard the scenario there, right?
Yes.
So what advice would you give to Oluwasegun?
Yes, I will advise Oluwasegun to take his future fears into cognizance by taking up an endowment education plan that would cover the risk he fears, and that is also going to pay a sum assured and agreed amount at the end of the day, whether he survives or not.
So let's understand what education endowment plan is all about. So kindly explain this to my listener this evening.
So education endowment plan is an affordable endowment plan. Like you stated earlier while we commenced that we've been talking about ICO school fees plan. This is a very affordable one compared to the ICO school fees plan.
Oh, this is a more affordable one compared to...
Yes. We looked at the middle class and the low income earners to also factor them in this.
Okay.
And that's why this plan came into play. That for those that cannot afford a larger part of cover, they should be able to take this in order to ensure that the future of their child's education is guaranteed and secured.
All right. So what are the risks that are covered under this kind of insurance policy?
Yeah, so the risks covered under this policy are death and disability. So for death, in as much the policy has commenced and has exceeded the 6-month waiting period, upon the death of the policyholder, the company comes into play to continue the premium payment to the maturity of the policy, and while that is being done, there is an annual maintenance income payable to the beneficiary for the upkeep of the beneficiary. Okay. And this annual income is equivalent to a 5% of the sum assured monthly payment.
Right. So how often will I pay premium under this policy?
Yeah, so for the premium payment aspect, it speaks to annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly, whichever one decide to pick.
Okay. So I can decide to pay semi-annually or perhaps quarterly, as the case may be.
Yes.
All right. So who receives the education endowment plan benefits upon maturity? Who's going to get it?
So upon maturity, either the parent or guardian that took up the policy from the onset becomes the one to receive it.
Oh, okay. The parent or the guardian?
Yes.
Or perhaps will the school too also receive that?
Well, it depends on the choice of the policyholder from the onset, yes.
Okay. Now, earlier on when we were talking, you mentioned that there's an annual maintenance income payment before, right?
Yes.
So how is the maintenance paid?
Yeah, so the annual maintenance income is a benefit applicable to the educational plan, endowment plan, in the sense that should death occur, the company comes into play to cover the premium payment in maturity. And we are looking at, yes, this policyholder had the intent of ensuring that the beneficiary is taken care of. So we put this benefit into place to ensure that there's an upkeep payable to the beneficiary.
Right. So I need you to give us a kind of scenario now. So for the endowment policy, let's just look at it now. Let's if you're going to plan a particular policy for Oluwasegun right now, what's the sum assured? How much will he be paying? And I mean, if you bring it in terms of this maintenance that we're talking about, how does it work? Talk to us.
Okay, so one beauty about this maintenance we talked about is that it is the company making this available. Remember, we talked about this is considering the medium class and the low income earners.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the other products whereby the customer have the option of paying for it to enjoy it. But we are saying that this is automatic because we are trying to bring everybody together. So in this instance, taking up this plan, actually we've made arrangement to cater for the needs of the child should the guardian or the parents
Pass on
during the policy.
Or he's disabled,
yes.
so to say.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so does any amount for the sum assured, for instance?
Yes, so for the sum assured, we have minimum and we have the maximum.
Okay, so what's the minimum?
So the minimum for 3 years is 380, for 4 years is 540, and for 5 years is 680. While the maximum sum assured across the 3 duration I talked about, 3, 4, and 5 years is 5 million.
Wow, that's the maximum.
Yes.
Wow. That sounds a bit on the low side, right?
Yes.
All right. So why would Oluwasegun need this kind of product? Talk to me.
Yes, he's going to need this kind of product to ensure that the education of his children are factored, that is from elementary to tertiary.
All right.
So these are actually put in place to cover the needs.
Okay, that's just a simple way to define it.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons, and maybe to also guarantee some kind of fact that there will always be money then for him in the event of anything happening, right?
Yes, definitely. And when disability, probably in the course of the policy, it becomes disabled.
All right. So assuming Oluwasegun wants to buy this product, how will his premium be determined? Let's talk about that.
Okay, so his premium will be determined based on the age of his age. We already, as the scenario you painted earlier, is already 38, so the age is a factor. The age of the child is also a factor. Likewise, the duration of the plan, either 3, 4, or 5, and the frequency of payment.
Okay. I need you to give an example, for instance. If Oluwasegun decide to take up a 5-year kind of plan for 12 years, talk to me.
Yeah, so if Oluwasegun decides to take up a 5 years plan, for let's say Wuraola, the elder's daughter, who intends entering tertiary institution in 5 or 6 years time.
Right.
Yes, so the premium payment is just flexible as it seems. So for the 5 million naira sum assured, the monthly premium will be 75,000 plus. Quarterly will be 213,000 plus. Semi-annual will be 420,000 plus, while the annual will be 832,000 plus. By the time you multiply it times the duration, you realize that it's having higher amount compared to the amount he has contributed.
Okay. So, and it's going to be the same, right? If he decides to take this up, for a 4-year plan, 6 years old, Toby, what would that one look like?
Yeah, so for Toby, who is 6 years old, planning to cater for the education of his secondary school. So the premium payment for the monthly of 2 million sum assured for 4 years will be 38,461. Quarterly will be 111,000 plus. While semi-annual will be 220,000 plus. While annual will be 35,000 plus.
Right. So all this is what the premium that
yes,
Oluwasegun will be paying for his children.
Yes.
And if the child is going to be younger, will that also mean, is he going to pay less?
Yes. For this plan, unlike, if you remember last we were talking about the older the customer, the higher the premium, the younger the customer, the cheaper the premium, and the longer the duration, the cheaper the premium. In this case, we made it even. So regardless of the age and regardless of the duration, the premium becomes applicable to everyone, which is, I think, is that fair,
Wow.
considering we're targeting the low income and other the middle class.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. ICO's Education Endowment Plan is our focus this evening. And Joshua Gbadebo, and he's a life underwriter with ICO PLC. He's the one taking us on this excursion. We're going to take a short break right now. If you must have a child to serve as a requirement for the calculation of this premium, right? So, but what happens if the only child that you have dies in the event of you picking up this policy? Joshua will respond to that. And then we'll also hear from you. That will be on 091-5387-7127. Okay, 091-5387-7127. A brief break. We'll be back.
Honestly, I am fed up of my street.
Hey, what's wrong now?
I think my street is jinxed. Over the weekend, my apartment was boggled and the criminals made away with valuables. They even took my son's toy treasure box.
Stable and reliable.
And just this morning, there was a huge fire incident in my neighbor's house and he lost everything. I mean everything.
Wow. Anyway, like I said before, stable and reliable.
What are you saying? Are you mocking me?
Papa, of course not. I just said
obtainable, portable, blah blah blah. I can rhyme too. It doesn't help my situation.
Okay, you remember I had similar experience last year, but thankfully, I had signed up to a fire and burglary insurance plan with a stable and reliable partner, ICO Insurance.
Oh, now I get it now.
Yeah.
But why didn't you tell me all this while now?
When the unexpected happens to your home appliances, ICO provides the insurance cover that makes you worry-led. Get the ICO Fire and Burglary Insurance Plan today. Call us on 0700 iContact. That is 0700 2442 668228 or visit www.icoplc.com to learn more. ICO Insurance, your stable friend. Yesterday, today, and always.
There's a friend who'll be there through the sun, through the rain, and a friend you can trust all the way, every day. Live your life, we've got your back, and so I will take you there all the way, every day. Yeah, stability assured.
ICO Insurance, your stable friend. Yesterday, today, and always.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance on the Move is the program. Joshua Gbadebo is still very much with us. He's of ICO Insurance PLC, and we're talking education endowment policy. All right, the update from Ikeja right here still indicates that Awolowo Way from Alausa City, that's talking about the Ikeja City Mall, Coca-Cola Radio, as well as Allen Junction, Balogun up to Ikeja underneath the bridge is still very, very good to go, aside for slight delays at the traffic signal point at Allen. Likewise for the return journey, Latif, Jakonde Road, if you're moving in from Coca-Cola Junction, proceeding through LTV8, Cadbury, Wemco Junction, all through to Omole Roundabout, all still looking good. And then return journey is also very much in good shape as well. All right, 091-5387-7127. If you want to join the conversation this evening, we're talking education, but this time around, it's ICO's endowment, that's education endowment policy. So if you have any questions for Gbadebo, feel free. He's talked about the premium. Yes, he's talked about what you need to know about this. But Gbadebo, quickly, before we take any reactions now, you mentioned that a child must be a requirement, right?
Yes.
For calculating this premium.
Yes, definitely.
So what happens if that only child that you have dies while you're saving for this particular policy?
So in the case of the death of the child, so what tends to happen is that there will be a refund of premium as lump sum to the guardian or parent.
Oh, okay. There'll be a refund.
Yes.
Okay. So in terms of claims, how is claims, made under this policy?
Yeah, so just as any of our other policies, the first thing is to receive notification from the policyholders and people or family. So what happened is that when we receive, for instance, let's talk about the death. So when we receive a death notification and upon confirming that the policyholder is actually dead, Then the annual maintenance income, that is the annual maintenance income, will be triggered, and which is equivalent to 5% of the sum assured payable monthly.
All right.
Yes, then the company also steps in to cover the premium payment to maturity of the policy, and
Right.
upon maturity of the policy, the lump sum or the sum assured is paid at lump sum at maturity.
All right. So if there are 3 children and I have the policy for one, can I replace that child with another?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's possible.
Yeah, that's possible. But
Okay.
we also need to consider the age of the child, because the maximum age at maturity for a child cannot exceed 24 years.
You mean it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 09153877127. We're talking insurance this evening. If you have any insurance question for Gbadebo, feel free, especially the one that relates to education, right? We're talking, that's the ICO Education Endowment Plan. Joshua, what's the major difference really between this education endowment and the ICO's school fees?
So the ICO school fees, if you recall, just to put it to basics, we talked about the minimum of 5 years, and we talked about the minimum sum assured of ₦1,000,000, compared to these ICO education endowment policy, which has the minimum of 3 years, a maximum of 5 years, and as low as ₦380,000 as the sum assured for
Right.
3 years, meaning that the minimum premium is ₦10,000
Wow.
monthly.
Okay, so a message just popped in, and it's just the same question that I just asked you right now. Shukpo is sending it in, but Shukpo, thank you. Yes, he's saying this one is for the lower end, right?
Yes.
The lower end of the society. So you're still guaranteed some levels of protection, no matter your status. So that's what the Education Endowment Plan is trying to work for. This one says, good evening, Mr. Victor. Please, what is the difference between this plan and the school fees plan you talk about? Okay, no. This is the same one from Shukbo. Okay, let me see. Another one, he says, with the way school fees are always increasing in Nigeria, how does this plan keep up? You didn't put your name, but thank you so much. Good, Joshua.
Yes.
Is that with the way school fees are increasing, how will this plan keep up? Maybe he's talking about inflation, I suspect.
Yes. So for this, remember this is targeting the low income earners, and to ensure that it's more affordable to them, we tend to look at it. We are trying to look at their budgets and work with their budget. So we believe that a customer or a parent or guardian coming in to take this plan has actually factored that, and factored the sum assured that we'll be able to cover inflation by the time the policy matures.
Right. 08099120777. This one says, good evening. I am Miriam from Akute. Please, how safe is this money? I fear insurance companies may not pay when it's time. Thank you. All right. So what assurance are you giving to?
Yes, the assurance there that ICO itself, we have been in this game for a several years,
That's
since
right.
1963.
63.
So you can imagine. And just to speak to facts, I think sometime last 2 months we had a claim regarding the ICO school fees plan.
Okay.
And after we've confirmed the debt claim of the customer, we've started paying the maintenance benefits,
Wow.
which we
So
talked about.
So it's on right now.
It's already on. So, and I believe that in the next 7 years upon maturity, the full sum assured will still be payable for the education of that child.
Which is very, very pleasant.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
I hope you guys are taking note. It's time for you to save for that child, or perhaps that word of yours to ensure that his school will be guaranteed in future. This one says, what happens if the parent who opened the plan passes away before it matures? But I think that's the beauty of this, right? So, Joshua, you need to explain this to Body. It
Okay.
says, what happens if the parent who opened the plan passes away before it matures, Body?
Buddy, the beauty about this plan is that we are trying to cover the risk, be it that the parent or the guardian is alive or not, that education is secured. So in the course of death of the parent or guardian, the company steps in to take full charge of the premium payment to maturity. So let me speak to figures to make it more clear. So
Okay.
let's say, for instance, remember we talked about Oluwasegun,
Right.
38, and let's speak to the 5 million naira. That were saying that the premium payable for 5 million for 5 years, looking at the tertiary education, is 832 thousand naira, and he has started the policy for serving the policy for 2 years, and in the course of serving the policy for 2 years, death happens.
Right.
Then what happens is that the company takes charge of the premium payment, 832,000 naira
Every year. For the next 3 years.
For the next 3 years. And aside that, that's where the annual benefits income comes into play for the beneficiary, for the upkeep of the beneficiary.
So they will still be giving the family upkeep money as well.
Yeah, the charge itself, which is uncovered.
Wow. And then at the end of it, by 5 years, they'll still bring the 5 million naira.
Yeah, they still pay the 5 million naira once.
This looks too good to be true.
It's definitely
Wow.
true.
All right. This one, the question here is, so what happens if I do not make a claim?
Definitely, that means the policy has matured. Then the full face value will be payable to the policyholder.
All right. And do I have to wait before I can make a claim? How long do I have to wait?
They have,
Or are there waiting periods?
Yeah, there's a waiting period of 6 months from the commencement of the policy.
Okay, 6 months.
Yes.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM 08099120777. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Oh, okay. All right. I guess that's a wrong call. 09153877127. This one says, "Hi, Victor. This is regular B from Ogba." Okay, B, you're not calling today. It says, "Of maturity, can the child use the money for something else apart from education?" B, thank you so much. A pertinent question. So, Joshua, what do you think?
Yeah, so regarding this question, remember, every child that is yet to be 18 should have a guardian.
Okay.
Yes, and let's say in the instance of death occurring to the policyholder, and it's now the maturity period of the policy, then the custodian or guardian would have to follow the child to the company for the payment. And in that regard, we've been able to discharge our promise in giving
the money. So either they use it for education or not is not your concern.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. This one says, so what is the sum assured? The limit for sum assured for this kind of policy?
Okay, so the limit for the sum assured, speaking to the individual duration, 3, 4, and 5 years. For the 3 years is 380,000 naira.
Okay.
For 4 years is 540,000 naira, and for 5 years is 680,000 naira. That's the minimum. While the maximum for the 3 durations are 5 million naira.
All right. So what are the term options? Do we have?
Yes. So the term option are 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, okay. That's just as simple as that,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
All right, gradually winding to the end of the program this morning. I said this evening rather. So, but in all of this, you're trying to see how you can also cater for those who are on the lower realms, right, of the society.
Yes, yes.
So, in terms of age, at what point can one still enter for this policy?
Yes. So the entry age is age 21. Why the maximum age at exit is 65. Now, speaking at the maximum age at entry, because of the flexibility of the duration 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
So for a customer that is 60 years old can only do maximum of 5 years. For customer that is 61 can do maximum of 4 years, and customer that is 62 can do maximum of 3 years. If we take
okay, let's take this call. Hello. Hello. Okay, still a wrong call.
Yeah, so if we take cognizance of the question that was asked towards the ending of last week program,
yes,
that the customer is 60 years old, this policy suitably falls in
for him.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's begin to round this up. What do I need to pick up this policy?
Yeah, so what you need to pick up this policy is the filling of the proposal form.
Right.
You need to provide a valid means of ID, utility bill, and other.
Okay, that's just all?
Yes.
Okay then. Joshua, what's your message to our listeners as it relates to the Education Endowment Plan?
Yeah, so my message to all listeners listening to this Education Endowment Plan is that we have you in your interest in arts, and we've actually put this to those that fall in the category of the low-income earners to ensure that you have a protective plan for your children's education.
We'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, same here. Thank you.
All right, so don't let uncertainty hold you back. Always consider investing in insurance today and secure your family's future. So with various options available from ICO, you can choose the plan that best suits your needs and your budget. The program this evening has been produced by Akan Hussein. Maximum shout out going out to Definite Media Concepts for putting all of this together. Next Thursday, 6:30, the program makes a return. But till then, I am Victor Oteri. Have a splendid evening. Bye.
There's a friend who'll be there through the sun, through the rain, and a friend you can trust.